And we are live. Well, live recording.
As live as it gets.
Yeah, as live as it gets. This is Sunday morning. We are recording this in preparation for next week, which will be interesting. First game's Thursday, right?
The last day of August.
Yep.
Who I don't remember who's playing this that Thursday night.
Eagles and Cowboys. Imagine that.
Oh, great. Goody.
Jerry Jones is going to be front and center
Dude,
about treating this.
That's going to be such an embarrassment for the Cowboys.
Speaking of the Cowboys, I'm very happy with them this week.
Oh, I bet you are. Yes.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty happy with them too.
Are you?
Yeah, because he's a turnstile when it comes to a run game.
That's a good point. Really good point.
You remember a playoff game a few years ago when Jones got that 200 yards against him?
Yeah. Well, if you want to be honest, I mean, he is. If you look at the regular season last year, he was like the 51st ranked player in run grade.
Oh, jeez. It's
As
worse than I thought.
As an edge rusher. So, I mean,
I'll still take him. He'll be a help for our defense.
There's no doubt you'll still take him. I would take him. I mean,
who wouldn't take him just because
I ain't gonna lie.
The
money part of it was a little bit crazy, but
don't worry. Don't worry. You did something that actually is going to hurt the Lions now. Because we're gonna have to go pay Hutch $50 million. So that's great. Thank you.
Yep, pretty much.
And we have no choice.
Yep.
Is he 100% good to go? Like, you think he's gonna be right where he left off?
Oh yeah, because I seen him at the what is it called, the Total Sportsplex or whatever. Because I was playing like football there, and he was in one of the fields, and he hasn't turned. He's better. People are saying he's better than he was before the injury. So
that'd be interesting.
He did this before with Michigan. He got injured, and then he had his best year at Michigan. So he's a total psycho, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I just know how major injuries like this can, not always, but can affect players' performance on the field.
Yeah, I think
how good they look like in workouts and stuff like that.
If you see him in joint practices, he was killing the Dolphins and the Texans. So.
Well, the Dolphins
suck. But the Texans are pretty decent, so it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, right.
They were saying when they had the Dolphins in for joint practices, they were saying this when they had the Dolphins in for joint practices, that it was like the worst. It was the worst they've ever seen someone play in a joint practice ever. The first day, they were like, it was like totally lopsided. Like the Lions just totally like kicked the shit out of them. I was like,
well, that is one of two teams to look at this year as far as pretty much how far can they collapse this year, because
the Dolphins,
chemistry, Dolphins and the Cowboys, like legit.
Yeah.
Like, what is Jerry doing? What is whoever doing there in Miami?
The Steelers are going to be on that list as well.
I think they'll still get their 8 or 9 wins like they usually do.
You think so?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a team that no one's talking about, and they talk about them because they got a great quarterback. But you know, the Commanders are the oldest team in the NFL.
Interesting.
Like, they got Jaden Daniels, but they're the oldest team in the NFL. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, like, you got to think, like, if you're that old, injuries do come. And you start to really, and that's when you start to notice if your team is really good or not. Like last year with the Lions, like I knew, like, okay, we're probably not. After the Buffalo Bills game, they lost to Lee McNeil and they lost to Montgomery and they lost all those guys. I was like, all right, we're not winning the Super Bowl, but we can still win the division and maybe win a playoff game. But you NFL is a total attrition.
You were close.
So close, yeah.
So close. Hey, that speaks for all of us, though. So,
oh yeah, I mean, it's how good is your team when you get injured? Like, I think the Packers could have been better if Jordan Love was actually healthy. You know what I'm saying?
And other things.
Well,
I
Christian,
still question whether he actually makes good decisions or not in general. Like, and
I
that's
mean,
my biggest thing with him.
that is a good point. And the wide receiver group is kind of
Sus.
questionable.
I don't know. The wide receivers, they're still young. They're
That's
still
what I'm
improving.
saying. They're young, so like, what
Yep.
do you expect from them? Like, what is something that you could expect from those Packer wide receivers? Because like Marcus Golden, I think is a really good player. He was a great player at Texas, but like, what is he going to be in the pros? Those are questions that have to be
Right.
really answered. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And
For sure.
with him coming from one of them, premier teams in college, like you always have those question marks because you get a guy from Bama, you get a guy from OSU, like you don't know if it actually translates or if it's because they benefited from being
Now you
around
get an
everybody
OSU
else. That's
receiver.
awesome.
You get an OSU receiver, you kind of know what you're getting because they're usually pretty good. Garrett Wilson,
Yeah, Harrison
Olave.
worked out great.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a better year this year. To be honest, I don't know why, but Kyler Murray, he had to like the when he threw to Marvin Harrison, his off-ball target was like 73%. Like, wait, you can't hit a guy like that's like 6'4". Like, what are we
Right?
talking about? I know you're a short 5'9", but you need to be off there. You know, it's like Tom and Jerry. I was like, that's one of my Cardinal friends. He said, Jerry, Tom is the Kyler Murray, and Jerry is Marvin Harrison Jr. They just can't find each other. I was like, that was a creative one, a really creative one.
That is quite funny. So I think we all feel a certain way about our teams, which might be a little bit better than everybody else thinks about our teams on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, the Parsons things. Some people I've heard, not saying you, Tony, but I've heard, oh, he's the next Reggie White. He's gonna bring us the Super Bowl. And then we gotta get back down to reality.
He's going to be a good addition to our defense.
So you want a statistic? I got a statistic for you that I looked up because I was interested about this. I sorry to cut you off, Tony, but if you could, I want your reaction to this because so the cap, the percentage of the cap is so huge in the NFL. So you got the Packers at 34.8%, the Bears at 31.7%, Lions are at 29.6%, and the Vikings are at 28.1%.
Oh, I know. I've seen this.
Last year's Super Bowl champion was 27.2%. So that puts you in like a good range, The highest cap percentage to win a Super Bowl was the Broncos in 2011 with 35%, and the Rams a couple years ago with 32%. And the average range of a Super Bowl champion in the cap percentage is 25 to 29%. So then you look at the teams that are the highest cap percentage. Think about this: if you're a Bengals fan, you're at 41%. The Raiders are at 40%. They suck. The Ravens are 36.3, and the Chiefs are 35.4.
Yeah, the Packers have been pushing a lot of their cap to the future and stuff, and I think that's going to
Come back
catch
to
up to
them.
them. Yeah, catch up to them a lot.
Yeah, eventually the future will be the present.
It's becoming the present for sure. But I'm still optimistic. I don't see we really have any holes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Our run defense will be a little rough maybe, but it is what it is. Go Pack, go.
No holes, huh?
Well, it's kind of like what the Cowboys had to do because they had to trade Parsons. Because if they would have put together CeeDee Lamb's contract, Dak's contract, and if they gave Micah Parsons the money he wanted, that would have been 50% of their cap. There's no way you're doing that. No way.
Yeah, and that's that thing you're talking about earlier. That was the top 4 players, right?
The top 4 players. Yeah.
Because that's what I was seeing too. But yeah, I found it interesting because it said, let me pull it up. It's because I screenshotted it. It was, I believe. Oh yeah, last year's Super Bowl champion was 27.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the average range is between 25 and 29%.
Which is crazy because you think about it, like you're like, okay, so how many teams got close to there? And there was the Chiefs,
Right.
and the Chiefs got there a couple years ago, but they lost to the Eagles, which was last year. And it's kind of like, okay, well, you better be able to draft really good if you're high up.
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't believe in the Bears. Because how the hell are you at 31.7? What are you at 31.7 for? What?
Yeah.
What?
Who are they paying?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What? How? Montez Sweat. Okay, cool.
yeah.
DJ Moore. Okay, cool. Like, at least the Packers, I can go. They got Parsons. I like Jordan Love. I think he got to stay healthy. That's the number one thing. But can he stay healthy? I like Rashawn Gary as an opposite edge, and then you got Xavier McKinney. Okay, cool. I'll take that all day. Vikings, Van Ginkel. Oh, it doesn't go unsaid that Justin Jefferson is probably one of the highest paid on their team. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who gives a shit? It's a Lions, like Goff, St. Brown, Sewell. All right, cool. I'm fine with all those ones. Like whatever.
Soon to be Hutch.
Yeah, he will definitely be the highest paid.
I can't wait till that happens.
Thank you, Tony.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
What's funny, because all these Lions fans, I get so enamored with it. Like they're always like, we can keep all these players. It's like, okay, hold up. We're probably not going to be able to keep J-Mo. That's just reality. Because they're not paying two receivers $30 million a year. That's stupid.
Well, I'm not hating on him right now, but I don't see him a guy that you want to pay that.
Okay,
because
you know damn well as I do, there's gonna be some stupid ass team that's gonna be like, oh, fast, and they're gonna pay him $30 million a year. It doesn't matter what we think. Like, is he a Justin Jefferson or even a St. Brown? No. Like, is he a Jamar Chase? No. But is he like fast? Yeah. And there's a team in Vegas that would probably pay him $30 million a
year. Gee, I wonder what team that could be.
Shaking my head. Yeah, the Lions fans are just funny when they say that like they could pay all these guys. I laugh my ass off all the time. It's like, you're gonna have to make some decisions. Like, are you gonna keep Laporta? Probably. You probably will get that deal done. Brian Branch, you're probably gonna have to do it because he's a great safety, top 5 safety per ESPN, and all those guys. Gibbs, I mean, if he goes out and has a year like a humongous year, you're paying his ass too. So it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Decker will fall off the books. Right now will fall off the books. He'll be fine.
Which, if we do end up not keeping Jamu or Jamu or whatever we'll call him.
J-Mo.
Yeah, J-Mo. There we go. I consider that trade on the Viking side a win.
Yeah, helped us out for a couple years though, but that trade was it was an interesting trade because J-Mo had a couple years where he was just like 2 years where he wasn't really good.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Last year he played great, so we're hoping that he does a good. His predecessor is in the building. He's that Isaac Tesla kid. He is gonna be He's gonna be a name to watch this year as a rookie, for sure. 6'4" and 214. Man, oh man.
Yeah, speaking of rookies, Tony, is this wide receiver finally gonna hit? Like, you hope?
So far, he's got Butterfingers.
It sounds familiar.
So we're hoping that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. From what I've seen from him so far, I'm hoping he can catch, because it might just be nerves at first. We've only seen the preseason, but it'll be interesting to see what goes on with him.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when Rodgers finally gives him the deep ball. And oh wait, never mind, wrong guy.
I think Jordan Love.
Wrong team.
Yeah,
wrong team.
Jordan Love could do it, but he's got to get his decision making down pat.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I worry about with him.
It just seems like he's at times step back and let's just wing it to somebody and throw it off his back foot.
No, I love Jordan Love coming out of Utah State. I really did.
I think some of that winging it is panic.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know.
But that's kind of like what we're talking about. Like he does wing it and he does panic. You know who panics the most though? That out of all these NFC North quarterbacks, it isn't even close. It's Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Yep.
That kid panics more than anybody I know. I've never seen Ben Johnson's gonna go. He's gonna go crazy having that kid as his quarterback because he goes from Goff, who's just calm, cool, collected, throw the ball, get the ball down.
Johnson got him there though, because he used to not be that way. He used to be as erratic as anybody. I mean, the playoff game was kind of a resemblance of what he used to be.
So here's what it comes down to is when Dan Campbell took over play calling against the Steelers, that whole offense changed to what Goff really became, and that's how they got their first win against the Vikings. Thank you, Mats. And then they got better the following year.
Like years ago.
Yeah, when we were 0-11.
Yeah.
And so that's when he took over play calling from Anthony Lynn, and it's been the same offense since then. Ben Johnson's just been calling it. So look, I think Goff's really turned into a better player here than he was in LA, obviously.
Right.
And it has a lot to do with the offensive line. Like when you have a guy Sewell, okay, that's gonna help you out. Like when you have a guy like Brian O'Neill for you guys.
Yeah.
It's going to help you out a lot as a quarterback. Like Sam Darnold, like, I don't care. People were like, oh, he's going to get a massive contract. Well, let someone else pay that massive contract.
Yeah, exactly.
You got JJ behind him. Go fill out the roster. Go do what you need to do and see if JJ can be the person. And I think he can, but they're going to have to give him time. He's fresh. He's a rookie, identically.
You keep on talking about O'Neal, but also Darisaw on the other side.
Darisaw, yep.
He kills it, and then we signed those 2 Pro Bowlers from the Colts to shore up the interior, which that is really prime example of, hey, we know it's what killed us against the Lions and the Rams last year.
Yep.
Like, if it's not for those 2 teams, we're undefeated in the season. Like, and that's crazy to think with Sam Darnold back there.
Well, it just tells you how good this, like, all 3 of our coaches, Ben, not including Ben Johnson, because I really don't think he's going to be a good coach, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think anybody could have coached the Lions offense to whatever it does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's so much.
It's always interesting to me when those coordinators go to head coaches. It doesn't always
see what
translate.
Happens.
Yeah, it doesn't always translate.
I told Bears fans the guy that they needed was Aaron Glenn. That's who they needed. I know he's a defensive guy. I know
that's why they didn't get him.
But it's like he's a culture builder, man. Like that, what he did with that defense was unbelievable. But like, look at all our coaches. Like LaFleur is a great coach. Kevin O'Connell is a fucking phenomenal coach. Dan Campbell is a good ass coach, and they all are different. Like LaFleur is a little bit different than Dan Campbell, obviously.
Campbell's a gambler.
Yeah, Campbell will. You know where he got that from. He got that from his predecessor, Sean Payton. So
yep.
You knew he was going to do what he needs to do. That I don't know if you've seen that mic'd up of when they were doing the mic'd up with the Packers in the Lions game where they went for it on that 4th down.
I did not see that one.
You got to go back. You got to look it up. Basically, when they went for it on 4th down, Campbell was like, "Oh fuck," and then he goes, "Fuck it, go." I'm like, God damn, dude, this guy's great.
Nice.
And then Goff comes over there and goes, "Are we really going for it?" He goes, "Yeah, just go." And then all the players were like, "We're going for it?" Like, what? He's like, and then he went for it and they got the first down. But I was like, you knew for a fact that he was going to have to go for it because that defense was not standing up to that. They had Jamal Adams as a linebacker. That defense was last year got bludgeoned to death. I swear to God, it was a horrible, horrible year for injuries. They had 18 people on IR. All right.
Oh man. All right. So should we get to the thing that took so long to get
Prediction
started
time.
today? The prediction time for us. We picked. Okay, so we did Vikings, Packers, and Lions because the Bears still suck.
Yep.
So who wants to go first?
I think we should take it game by game and
Game by game. Okay, so which team are we going to look at first? Should we start with the division winner from last year?
seems like a logical choice.
All right.
That's the Packers, right?
No, you were in third. You're right next to the Bears. Come on.
Oh man.
Hey, I had to throw it out there.
I know you did. All right. So Lions at Packers. What you guys got? I got the Packers winning this one.
This one I think the Lions are gonna win this one.
Interesting.
I want to be wrong, but football brain tells me that the Packers are not going to start strong. And
That's kind of what I think too.
Well,
And
that's
isn't Jordan Love a little bit banged up right now?
He's coming back from
Offhand.
surgery on his offhand thumb, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I don't know if he's been practicing or not, but like, dude, you got to get in rhythm with your new receivers. That's what I kind of glance at.
yeah.
It's pretty historical for us to not do great in the first couple.
Oh,
games,
don't worry,
especially the last few seasons. Last year might have been a little bit of a fluke because we were in Brazil, and Love also got hurt.
What a dumb game that was. That was such a dumb game. God almighty. They're like, let's bring these football players to Brazil. Oh, the rival gang color is green. Let's bring two green teams over here.
Aren't the Eagles also in Brazil the first game this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid.
Well, hopefully Jalen Hurts doesn't slip on the turf like that bad turf that they had. The hell.
Right.
This ain't soccer, dude. Get this all out of here.
Yeah. So it was really a coin flip for me on this game because, like Tony said, the Packers traditionally do start slow. But also all the changes with the Lions and their coaching staff, you know, whether Campbell is running the show 100% or not, it's still different voices in people's heads. And how is that,
Well, the key thing here is Johnny Morton's been there, and so is Kelvin Shepard. They both been there.
Johnny Morton, is that a former wide receiver?
No, he was the Broncos passing game coordinator last year, and then he was with the Lions in his first year. With the first year they did actually start doing good.
So he never played before his coaching career.
No, he was. John Morton was he was one of Sean Payton's big guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and he was a coach under Parcells. So the whole Parcells coaching tree. There you go.
Right. All right. Next game, we all have the Lions winning this one against the Bears. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah. Dan Campbell's gonna punch Ben Johnson in the face afterwards.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Make the world a better place. And then
it's
gonna
be like Mortal Kombat fatality.
Right? Finish him. No.
I'm lunging.
Oh shoot! I think we all probably have Lions losing this next one against the Ravens.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I actually called that as a Lions win.
Interesting.
I like your thinking.
That's where I had it.
And then you go from
I just can't go to Lamar Jackson being. Oh my god, that's Lamar Jackson.
You're already worried about your nightmares that week, aren't you?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be wearing black uniforms too. You know what I say about black uniforms? It's either your funeral or you're one of those dancing pallbearers.
You look like you're going to a funeral. Well, maybe I am.
That's why when they wore the black uniforms against Minnesota, I was like, oh hell no, dude. Oh hell no.
But they were trying to break that jinx, is what it was.
Yeah, and then the Vikings come in all white, and I'm like, damn, what is it? Darkness versus Angels. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? We are so
funny. And then you get to go back home and play the Monsters of Cleveland.
Oh yeah, then there are 15 quarterbacks.
Yeah. No, I have a Lions win on this one. I assume everybody else does.
I have the Lions win.
I have a win too. That's gonna.
Although maybe Shador starts by that time, and then you guys don't know what to do with him.
Oh yeah, Deion Sanders is on the sideline, just in his little controlled bathroom.
Right. All right. So then you go at Bengals after that. Wow, you get a lot of AFC in a row here.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Bengals,
Ravens, Bengals,
yep.
Chiefs. So anyways, I actually have the Lions winning this game.
I do too.
And I'm the naysayer. I have the Lions losing that one.
No, you know what? Okay, so we could switch the Ravens and Bengals game, but the reason I say this is because the Bengals defense sucks. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm. Worst defense ever. Well, maybe not the worst.
I feel bad for Joe Burrow because he's got that defense helping. Like, that's his defense.
Yeah. He has to score 50 points a game.
Yeah, they better keep those wide receivers paid and happy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Then he's got to run for his life. All right.
And then you get to 2 road games in a row against pretty good teams. Going at Chiefs.
I like that as a win.
I have the Chiefs winning because, from what I'm hearing, Mahomes is not happy with the Super Bowl loss.
I have the Chiefs winning as well.
I think that's whatever. Is Taylor Swift going to be there? That's a question. $1 million question.
Who gives
cares?
a crap?
Is the real question.
Well, you know the statistic about Travis Kelce when Taylor Swift's in attendance, right?
He sucks.
He hasn't scored a touchdown in like 5 straight games.
Yep, because he's distracted.
Distraction.
Well, and he even said that he was distracted, and this year he's focusing on football. So,
and they're going to be missing Rashee Rice. So,
I hope she's there at every game. If he's
suspension
distracted.
actually happening though,
it's first 6 games.
The first 6 games.
Did it already happen?
So they actually will be out. He'll be out during that game. So that could affect it, but
that'll be the last game.
They said they're going to appeal. They said they're going to appeal it though, and that it could go to week 2 before he actually gets suspended. So
okay. So either way, that game has to be out. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you get to play home, friendly confines against the Buccaneers and your favorite quarterback. I have the Bucs winning this one.
I think the Bucs could win this one for sure. So I'll say Bucs.
It'll be the Bucs Super Bowl. So,
and once again, I'm the naysayer.
that's hilarious.
Man, this is great. It's yin yang and yang.
Then you have the bye week.
They're
8.
definitely losing that week. They're
definitely losing that week.
100-0.
Yeah.
And then you're home against the Minnesota Vikings. I have this one as a win for the Lions.
Yeah, I do too. At home.
Wow, we all agree on that one.
Wow, this is shocker.
There you go. And then you're on the road at Washington.
Loss.
I have Washington winning that game.
Unless the oldest team figures out to be the oldest team.
Apparently, either I'm really awesome or I suck, because I've got that as a Lions win.
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right too, because then that means it'll be an easier game for the Vikings as well against the Washington. I wanted to say the former name, but I will refuse to say the new name.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they even have a name. They're just Washington.
I think they're going to change back to the Redskins pretty soon.
Yeah, you're hoping, because that's just the way it should be.
I mean, Commanders is dumbass.
And then they are still on the road at Eagles.
Loss.
Yeah, it'd be hard to see you guys.
We have consensus on that one.
Interesting.
I mean, they haven't lost back-to-back games since 2021, but this is definitely a spot where you could definitely lose back-to-back games. You know what I'm saying? And if they win one of these games, I'm happy.
Well, yeah, definitely. Then you have the Giants coming into Detroit, and I have Detroit smacking the heck out of them.
I think this is going to be the biggest. This is going to be the biggest wild card upset special of the whole season for the Lions, because the Giants' defense is going to be really good. But do I think they win? No. But who's going to be their quarterback at that time? Is it going to be Dart, or is it going to be Wilson?
That's week 12. I'm 100% assuming it's going to be Dart.
Yeah, I kind of assume it's going to be Dart too. So
Wilson's going to last like 5 games.
Their defense is going to be. They're going to have a top 5 defense in New York, so I think that's going to be a game to. But I think the Lions still win.
Then you got
we have consensus on that one too, because I have the Lions winning.
Heated rivals Packers coming in on Thursday. Is that the Thanksgiving game, or is that
that is Thanksgiving?
Because there's back-to-back Thursday games for the Lions.
Cowboys is the prime game, so yeah.
Noon on Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, 12:30 now. 12:30 now.
I have the Lions winning this one.
Now we usually don't do good on Thanksgiving. I think they hate us. But anyways, last year Eberflus gave us that game, so I think we keep up the momentum and I think we win that game.
I want to be wrong on this one as well. We have a consensus.
I want to be wrong. That's funny.
Well, it is what it is.
Right. Okay. And then we have the Cowboys coming to Lions, which both teams will be on Thursday, so they get a full week for this one. So, but I don't think that matters. I still think the Lions beat them easily.
Lions for sure.
That's not even a contest.
Cowboys. Dan Campbell hates the Cowboys. I don't know what they pissed them off the last time. Remember that whole reporting eligible thing?
Yes.
Oh, he was so pissed. I've never seen him more pissed in my entire life. That was great. I was laughing my balls off, man. He's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
That is hilarious. Okay, so then we have Lions at the Rams. The only reason why I have the Lions winning this game, because I don't think Stafford will be healthy.
You know what? That's actually a good point, because I thought this was going to be a loss, to be honest.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought, I don't know. If Stafford's healthy, it could be a loss. But if he's not healthy, that could definitely be a Lions win. And that's the thing. Is he healthy? Like, that is literally the whole mindset.
He's not even really healthy heading into the season. So doesn't bode well.
There's people saying that he's taking back injections to even step on the field. It's like, okay, that's not good.
Yeah, no, it's.
I know he's a tough guy, but Jesus, Pete, man, you're not keeping up with that, dude.
Right, and then you have Steelers at Lions. I have Lions winning this because I don't think Rodgers will even be playing at that point.
I called this the wild card game of the whole year too, with the Giants. Those two games because I didn't know if Rodgers was going to sign.
Right.
I still think this is going to be a tougher game than people. It's going to be the Steelers, so. It is what it is, but they'll still win. I think they'll still win.
Yeah.
And then we don't think the Steelers are going to beat any of the NFC North.
Yeah.
It would be something if they beat one of the NFC North teams. They could beat the Bears. So it is what it is.
The Bears still suck.
Well, Rodgers kind of owns the Bears, so
yeah, he wants to. He's a newly married man, so. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Then we have another Thursday game, Lions at Vikings, and this is where I have the Vikings winning against the Lions.
This is Christmas Day. Yeah, and Christmas Day is going to be we're going to be in Cole and Detroit because I think the Vikings win this one.
Yep, we have a consensus on that one.
All righty.
Christmas Day gift to the Vikings.
Yep. Consider it a gift, Matt.
Right. And then we have Lions at Bears, and
laughable.
This is just.
How did you guys get the easiest game of the season? Come on.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I was like, we finally get a reprieve. We get away from all the hoopla. We get the Bears.
Yeah,
great.
And that really is going to be the coldest game of the season.
Probably, yeah. Who knows if Ben Johnson loses the team by then? Because I tell you what,
right?
I don't like how.
Can you really lose the team on the first year?
Oh bullshit.
Can you though?
Yeah.
Other than if you like completely are just overwhelmed, like Eberflus was, like obviously, but
I mean, okay. I think Chicago overwhelms everyone. To be honest, like there's been
Right.
some good coaches that go in there, and then everyone expects like. You ever hear a Bears fan talk about the '85 Bears? I don't know
I've
if you
never
have.
heard of
Yeah,
that.
I've never heard that. But
Never.
they always go, "We need a defense. The Bears, the Bears, the Bears."
Right. Yeah.
It's like
So
Ditka was a long time ago, bro.
So
that
we gonna do
puts
Vikings next.
well that puts Lions for me at 10-7.
Puts the Lions for me at. Oh, I already walked out of it. 12-5.
All right. Interesting.
I had 12 wins too.
So I guess we'll just go down in last year's order. So that would be the Vikings then next.
Yep. Vikings next.
And
I
know,
apologize.
Chapp, you did not. You don't know this, but I've already predicted the first game of the year for the Vikings as a loss.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely. They
At
get the
Bears.
So I have to stay with that, and I'm going to stay with that.
They get the first easy game of the year. All right, we have to beat each other up. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, Vikings at Bears Monday night. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. Anyways,
Yeah, I can't wait to hear Joe Buck gargle on Caleb Williams. This guy was a number one pick.
Yeah. No, I honestly, that's gonna suck to hear, but I really think that the Vikings are going to beat them, but not like dominate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think they
have
dominate.
a receiver on suspension.
We did pick up Adam Thielen from the Panthers.
Oh
Again.
my god,
Yeah,
old ass Thielen is back. We're good. We're golden.
Yes.
We're golden, man.
No, but I mean, the thing is, he's not asked to be the number one guy. You know.
No. But you know what? I think this is actually a good thing for you. I'll say this right now. Adam Thielen for your quarterback is probably the best thing for him.
Oh yeah.
So that's a win right there. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's a young player. I don't think Justin Jefferson could talk to JJ like Adam Thielen can. So Adam Thielen's probably the best person to talk to.
Right. Well, and Thielen already went through this,
with Bryce Young, yeah. And so I really like that them getting Thielen back because I think that they needed a third wide receiver. Yeah. And Thielen's still good at his age. I don't care. He's older, but he's not asked to be Adam Thielen 8 years ago. You know,
he still has that catch radius. He may not be able to
get away, but
he can catch.
Yeah,
he can still catch like none other. Then we get the Kirk Cousins reunion again, which really he just can be on the bench. So, Falcons at Vikings. I'm a little worried about this one, but I still have the Vikings winning this one.
I'm not. Vikings in a rout.
I think the Vikings are definitely going to have a bad taste in their mouth from week 1. So,
funny. And then we have the Bengals coming into town, and that I have the Bengals winning.
Yeah, I had the Bengals winning too.
We have consensus on that one.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, but it is what it is.
And then we get to travel to not England. What's that? Ireland. There we go. To play technically a road game.
Reiterate my previous statement. They're not going to beat a single team. Well, maybe the Bears.
Right. So Vikings beating the Steelers on the road, kind of. And then
it's our de facto road game.
And then
you know the NFL hand out jerseys for every like weird ass jersey. You'll see like we'll probably see a Mike Williams jersey from the Lions 2005 game.
Well, here's a nice little tidbit: the Vikings are undefeated overseas.
Yeah, I think you're going to stay undefeated because these teams below that you're playing.
Yep.
The Browns.
The following week 5, you're in England.
In England, our home away from home, and we would play the Browns, which, again, they're not
We
really
have consensus
looking great.
that one's
Yep.
going to be Vikings win.
And I assume this next one will be a consensus too on the wrong side of things. Vikings losing to the Eagles.
That's the correct side of things.
Yep,
And
that's
yes,
correct.
we have a consensus.
No, it's definitely the wrong side of things. See, we got to work on our communication here. No. This is actually a tough stretch for me. Vikings at Chargers. I have the Chargers winning this game.
Oh wow, I didn't think you would actually have the Chargers winning that game. Yeah, I do have that.
Harbaugh.
Not even that. I think Vikings I read a stat from someone, one of your Vikings podcaster guys or whatever. I forget what his name is, but he said that when they go to the West Coast, it's like a under 300 record. I'm like, holy shit, it's like the Lions.
Yeah.
I guess
now, last time we went there, we beat the Chargers. But
I'm awesome, or I read that game wrong because I have the Vikings winning.
That's funny.
I think we're all in a consensus though with what's going to happen here.
Well, we've already discussed that one. So
yeah, Lions are going to beat the Vikings.
Yep.
Week 9.
I think the 2 weeks in a row, it's like, damn, you got 4 tough games in a row.
Oh yeah, we got this middle stretch sucks. So we gotta win early. We gotta win late.
You better win all these games early, and because I wouldn't want to go into this part of the schedule with a loss or 2.
Yeah, because then we get a home against the Ravens, and we all know how the Ravens does against the NFC. So I have the Ravens beating the Vikings here as well.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson against NFC. What is he? Third, 22 and something.
Like 1 or
it's
some insane
1 or 2.
record.
I think it's like 2 losses at the most. Like, okay.
Yeah.
What a freaking wild man.
Then we finally get a break. We get our second bye, and we play Bears at home.
Oh, congrats. This is a win for sure. Those guys, I feel bad for them. I really feel bad for the Bears. I'll tell you why. I told you pre-show. I'll tell you, like I said, being the Bears tackles is going to suck for them against the North. You got to go against Van Ginkel, who I think Van Ginkel is. I love Van Ginkel. I think he's he's a terror.
Yeah.
And then you got to go against Parsons. Okay. And then you think, oh, what about the Lions? Oh, I got to go against Hutch. Oh, I hate my life.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like Damien Woody said. He got a text from what is it? The Cowboys' old tackle. Trent. Well, not Trent Williams. Forget the guy's name, but he goes, you want to be in a tackle for the Bears and NFC North? He said, F that. That's the best one I ever heard.
Then we have the Vikings traveling to their second home or third home, I guess, in Lambeau Field.
No, that's not true. You're not welcome here.
Oh, we're very welcome there.
I was on that one.
We see all the purple in the stands there. Ask the Lions fans how many blue is in the stands there when they go.
Mm-hmm.
Purple.
I love how they tried to spin that narrative that there was so many blue in the stands, but they tinted the whole picture blue. That was great.
Look,
there actually is a lot of purple there, though. That is for sure.
Things have to be done.
Anyways, so I have the Vikings beating the Packers at Lambeau.
Or the Packers beating the Vikings at Lambeau.
I do as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I get it. And then we go and we face Seattle, which will be interesting.
Sam Darnold revenge game.
Yeah.
The Vikings are horrible out west.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Agree. But Sam Darnold versus Vikings defense.
The Vikings are horrible out west.
I understand. We beat the Seahawks last year also.
I think the Vikings squeaked this one out, to be honest. But I'm not putting any money on this game for sure because I don't know what to expect at all.
Yeah, so I have the Vikings beating Sam Darnold. So
and I have a loss on that one.
All right, so then the formerly known as the Redskins come into Minnesota and they beat us.
Yeah. Well, you know what I said earlier in the podcast? I said they have the oldest team in the NFL. So if their health is any deterioration, that could be a win.
Right. Yeah.
And
especially that late in the season.
Honestly, I don't like Jane Daniels coming to Minnesota, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Because I have the Packers coming off of a 2-loss streak there. They're going to come back to home and beat the Washington team.
To be fair, Jaden Daniels did not beat any playoff quarterbacks last year.
Yeah,
regular season.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
They did beat the Eagles, but the Eagles had their backup or whatever.
Yeah, so. And when he came here, like I said, I didn't think that they were gonna. When I talked to the Commanders guys about on the podcast when we were doing the pre-game podcast, I was like, oh, I think we're gonna lose this game because it's just the reality of the situation. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. If they have any health problems, they're gonna be gone.
Mm-hmm. And then we also travel to Dallas, and I think we will beat them. Dallas is a mess. They'll definitely be a mess at this time of year.
They'll be beating each other up in the parking lot. So,
then we travel to New York Giants. That is, and I think we squeak this one out. Yeah.
God, I have a 4-game winning streak for the Vikings.
Wow, that's crazy. 4-game winning streak here, and then 4 out of 5 to start the year. I like that. I'll take that. Then we have Lions coming into Minnesota on Thursday.
Vikings.
I have this as a Vikings win as well.
We already called that one.
Yeah, we said that.
And then final game of the year. Packers come into Minnesota and get that ass spanked.
I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I do have the Vikings and Packers splitting this year.
Yeah. I have a split too. And I think
those of you who are paying attention, I have the Vikings sweeping the Packers once again this year because I do not trust Love.
No, I do. Now we're in a little bit of a pickle right here because it comes down to tiebreakers, but Vikings are also at 12 wins.
Interesting. What a pickle.
All right. The Vikings at 10-7.
I have them at 11-6. So I split you guys. That's interesting.
All right, cool.
So I'm not a homer. Yay!
let's go to the Go Pack Go now.
Go, Pack, go.
I'm sorry, Tony. I do have the Packers winning week 1 against the Lions.
I think me and Tony are set that
we've already called that one. Yep.
Yeah. Then you have Washington coming into Lambeau Field Thursday.
Win.
I have Washington winning this one.
I have Packers win. Yep, Packers.
And then Packers go to Cleveland. I have Packers winning that one.
We should be at a consensus for the next 2.
Yeah.
I have that.
Cowboys next. Packers
3-1. Yep.
Bengals come into Lambeau, and I think the Bengals win because Jordan Love cannot win a shootout.
I'll say this.
I have the Bengals winning that game as well.
I'll say this. I think the Packers win this game.
Interesting.
Wow.
Because I'll say this. Parsons is going to kill that offensive line for the Bengals. Their offensive line blows. Like you think about the Packers, the Bengals offensive line. Like it's not even funny how bad their pass blocking was. They were 29th in the NFL in pass blocking. And to put that into perspective, only 3 teams were worse was the Rams, the Patriots, and the Saints. Instead, the Patriots and the Saints suck. And they're worse than the Giants and the Browns. So that tells you everything you know about the Bengals. I think that's going to be a game where.
And it's funny because he still put up MVP type of numbers.
Because Joe Burrow is unbelievable. But listen, I don't care if you're. I don't really care if that can't keep happening, man. It just can't. It's
right. He's gonna.
We've seen it in Detroit with Stafford when he had to run for his life. It was horrible. Horrible. And you can only get away with it for so long because then
Yeah.
something happens. He gets hit on the hand or something. Football has a funny thing of working out.
Yep. And then Packers go into the desert
Loss.
and watch that cheese melt. No, actually, I have the Packers winning this game.
I have the Packers winning that one as well. I looked up the all-time on that. I think it's like 5-7 between those
Okay.
two.
That's what I kind of figured. Yeah.
Interesting. Then Packers travel to Steel City, Pittsburgh.
I've already made my prediction on that.
I have this being Roger's Super Bowl.
Really?
I think Rogers.
And he loses?
I think they'll win. I honestly think the Steelers will beat the Packers this time.
So I kind of agree with that. It's in Pittsburgh on that Sunday Night Football, and the one thing about what we know about Mike Tomlin, he doesn't lose these games. He really doesn't. I don't know what kind of hex he has. They always finish 8-8 or 8-9, 9-8. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'll be the naysayer on that one.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna win against the Panthers. So just
Panthers coming into the Packers. Packers will win.
That's not a hard game.
And then the next one might be consensus as well. Philadelphia coming into Green Bay, Monday Night Football. And I think that it's going to be a run fest.
Yeah, I go Eagles, but
Eagles.
Because they got the offensive line to handle.
Mm-hmm.
We have a consensus on that one as well, unfortunately.
Then the Packers also go to New York Giants. And I think Packers win.
Yep. I do think the Giants are think the Giants are gonna be pesky though.
We've already gone over the Vikings going into Packers, and then also I think we've
13.
And then that's interesting. Yeah. So then the Lions at home after that.
And I think we called week 14 actually as well.
Yep.
Bears.
Oh yeah.
At Packers.
No, I called Bears winning this one.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Get the hell out of here,
Chapp.
No. Packers by 1 million.
Hear me out. Last year, under horrible coaching conditions, the Bears were a field goal block away from sweeping the Packers. You can't tell me that this particular coaching step isn't slightly better than the previous one.
Well, at Lambeau, we weren't playing everybody.
Okay, let me give you a little glimpse into Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's going to do something stupid on third down, and he's going to try to be like Dan Campbell and put his nuts on the table, and the Packers are going to chop him in half. He's not Dan Campbell. He keeps trying to act like Dan Campbell. That's what makes me laugh.
It'll be interesting to see up to this time, because obviously I may
what
change
the Bears
my
are
mind later on. Yeah, what are the Bears? Like, what are they really?
Because I don't have a good feeling about them. Parsons against had those tackles.
Right.
Good night.
Right. That'll be interesting for sure.
So I looked it up. ESPN put out a new article today. They had the Lions at 3. They had the Packers, the Vikings at 9, the Packers at 10, and the Bears at 13.
As far as power rankings?
Yeah, power rankings. Yep.
Okay. That's fair.
I don't know. I don't know why, but they put the projected defenses that allow the most points. Can you take a guess on who is going to allow the most points?
Do they really think that the Vikings are going to allow the most?
Dallas.
Dallas. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
So that's great.
Then we got Packers at Broncos, and I have the Broncos winning this because they definitely showed something last year.
Broncos, but we got to see what Bo Nix looks like in his second year, and if he can actually take snaps under center. So
right.
My problem with this game is the Packers suck mile high.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about the mile high curse, but it is real, and the Packers do not do very well there. I have the Broncos winning.
Have either of you been to Denver before?
It's insane.
I mean, Tony, I know you've been through Denver.
I played hockey. I played hockey there at a
I
tournament.
was there for like a week, and like 3 days in, I was just dying.
Okay,
Like
I've never spent more than a day or so there, but
okay, imagine playing hockey there. That was
no.
I mean, I lost 3 of my defensemen because they couldn't keep up. I don't know how I kept up, but I somehow kept up. But
because you're a rock star.
That defense, that air in Denver is definitely something that you gotta really worry about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then week 16, we have Packers at Bears. The Bears still suck.
Packers.
Are you have them sweeping them?
I'm calling the sweep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. We'll see
No
how
way.
that goes.
No way.
And then Ravens, Packers. We don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have the last 2 weeks of the Packers season as
losses.
Not fun.
Yeah.
Ravens. Yep.
And then I have Vikings beating the Packers last game of the year.
Is that a Packers away game?
Yeah, it's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I go Vikings too. Which, strangely enough, I got 12 wins for the Packers too. So, decisions.
I have the Packers missing the playoffs at 6-11.
Yeah, you're horrible.
Come on.
You said you weren't a homer about.
No, this isn't about the Vikings.
This is
other than the sweeps. But no, this is 100%.
You're insane. I got 10-7, just the same as.
I don't trust Love.
Yeah.
That's one like right now. Like I just unless like okay, so even last year against like the Lions and any teams that were good, unless they stuck to like having Love throw only 20 times, they didn't have a chance. And so
I think you're heavily discounting the Packers this year.
I mean, I think the Packers on Josh Jacobs alone are going to be a pretty damn good football team. So
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like if
I don't
teams can
think
focus
the
on the
Bears
run
are
and make
the Packers in any
and
way,
make
shape, or
Love
form.
throw 30 times a game.
You can't make me say the Bears are going to beat the Packers at all this season. So
I'm not making you say anything. I'm saying it. But yeah,
hey, Tony, this is where Mats goes. Mats, you never go full Mats, man.
You never go full Mats.
Okay, so technically, I have three playoff teams from the North.
You have the Bears as the playoff team?
8 and 9.
Hell no.
Depends on how the rest of the thing.
Well,
I haven't done the whole like other deal, but it's right now it's showing them as the 7th.
When I
was going through the schedules and I did not do the Bears because I couldn't. So
I'm not doing the Bears. So I did the Bears and I think I hit them at 7 wins or something like that. So
yeah, they've made quite a few additions too, though. The Bears have. And the Packers have one addition.
I don't believe in Caleb Williams, number 1.
Right. I understand that.
I don't believe in Ben Johnson, number 2. And number 3, I just think they're in a horrible division to play the teams that they're playing. Like I said, Van Ginkel is going to go against them for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Good luck. Parsons goes against them for the for the Packers. Almost like Cowboys. God damn, I got to get that out of my head. And then Hutch plays them for Lions. Like, there is no reprieve for these teams, man. Like, there is no like, oh, we got an easy off week this week. Because, like, last year when you played Green Bay, you were like, okay, we got Rashawn Gary coming in, Preston Smith when he was there for a little bit, whatever. But that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No. I have them at 8 and 9, but I have them only winning 2 games in the division. So.
Interesting.
They make hay everywhere else.
Interesting. Huh.
Let's see. What are the? Oh yeah, because they get the Raiders. They get obviously the Cowboys. They get Giants. That's no different. Who else did they get that we don't get? Oh, they also play the Niners. So I don't know. It's just the way it came down to it. So
Interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out as the year goes
Yeah.
on.
I have the division winner in the North.
I think we'll,
at 11 wins,
we'll be clipping this video quite a bit here, Matt.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. We'll definitely reference this. Oh man. So, any
Are you still agreeing on what we usually agree on?
Yeah. No. I until they show it, it is what it is. So, we all know, and we all will agree forever.
Suck.
Yes, that. Oh, I didn't push buttons.